I don't know why this is working this way, but I have to make sure we're live on all platforms. I think I think we are live on TikTok. I don't know why this is so dark. There we go. The brightness was down. Okay, give me a second. Make sure we're good on all platforms before we dive into everything. But I do appreciate you guys being here, taking the time out of your day to what the hell is that? Uh, to be here. Whether you're on um, YouTube, TikTok, Rumble, X. I think those are the only platforms that I'm on right now. So I appreciate you guys. Let's see. Let's go to this and make sure we are live over here. Okay. Well, I guess I'll get an ad for something. That's just how that works. We'll skip the ad. I'll get an ad for something on my own video stream. So yeah, it's crazy. But we're here to talk about, cryptocurrency. I haven't been live for a little bit. Um, yeah, I haven't been live for a little bit, so I just wanted to, talk about cryptocurrency, see what's happening in the market, see what everybody else is feeling about it, because, we did see a little bit of a drop recently, and obviously it's something that doesn't sit well with everybody. So, um, we want to talk about that a little bit. But come on, man. There we go. I'm all over the place here. Um, if you guys want to check out my links in the description, feel free to do so. I have a link for Margex that's in the description, as well as a link for Margex in the chat. Also, other links for Crypto.com. I have one of the biggest referral bonuses that you can get from Crypto.com. It's like $200. So you can get $200 and I can get $200, which is crazy, honestly, for doing what their normal process is, which is sign up and stake. So if you want to do that and you're interested in crypto.com, feel free to do so. Um, let's go to, why am I going to my own channel? What the? I'm all over the place. But I do appreciate all of you guys being here. We have 89 people on YouTube. We have 160 people on TikTok. So I appreciate you guys for being here. Are there any like comments that are over here? Just a bunch of people that joined. You guys enjoy crypto, or is this just showing up on the For You page at this moment? um, Good morning from Lakeland, Florida. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I've been following you since the beginning. I don't know what the beginning is. Do you mean transitions, or you mean the beginning of like cryptocurrency, stock market conversations? Because I was always into that, but it just wasn't something that was very it got a lot of views on YouTube for me at least, because you have to kind of have an in to that area in order to kind of start gathering views. And it was definitely something I wanted to do from the beginning, but it was very difficult to kind of transition or make that move into there. My brother from another country, South Africa, signing in. Thank you for watching. Tobago. Um, you're not actually Tobago, obviously, but or are you Tobago? It's just his last name. I think it's Tobago. Your first name would be Tobago, unless you're just making a thing. Anyways, good morning, morning, brother. Many blessings for you and your family. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member as well. I appreciate that. What will XRP's price be by December 31st, 2024? That's tough to say. I want to push more towards the breaking the dollar barrier, and breaking, the $5 barrier. I want to see it skyrocket to way higher levels. However, that's not even the highest level that we all believe it's going to get to. The issue that we deal with is what's going to happen with potential appeal. What are we going to see when it comes to partnerships with Ripple and banks and many other places? Are we going to see any other type of implementation in XRP? Are we going to see the stable coin get in the way in any way? So um, uh, there's many different things that we need to kind of factor into this ultimate XRP pricing. So I'm still like, when I look at XRP, I look more longer term, right? Because I'm not looking for anything that's right now, right? I would love to see something right now, but even if I did see a level of $5, it doesn't mean that I'm making a move by selling my positions, right? That's $500,000 for me because I have 100,000, XRP. Um, but it doesn't mean that I'm making a move by any means. I think my first move might have been close to that range, but it's not anything crazy. Just to kind of take my initial investment. Um, it's not about the short term. It's about what it's going to be in the long term. So yes, I want to protect my initial investment, put that aside, but then everything else that sits there, I'm happy with gaining, whatever I gain and whatever it's used for, because it all depends. There's so many different things that has to happen in order to see the max price that we see, right? People are saying 10,000 is a low number, 30,000 is a low number. I understand how people don't mean that, like, when I say people, it doesn't mean that they're the most experts of experts. And even if they are, it doesn't mean that they're right. Right. So I understand how you're taking a risk, and I never want to fully risk my money. I will risk it. And then once I find a place to where I can take that risk off the table, I will. And then I leave the rest that's in there, and now I'm sitting pretty. You know what I mean? That's always what I have done. Are meme coins dead? No, they're not dead. Meme coins are going to be stronger than ever. The only thing I would say about meme coins that I think a lot of people should know is that meme coins are more for the short term. If you have a meme coin that's more utility based, I would say the only one that I know is Floki, and maybe you can say Bonk and how it kind of helped the Solana chain survive in a way. You can say that Floki has a lot of things going for it, and if a meme coin starts to create things like that, it can have longevity. However, meme coins are all about what is the price that it's going to get to, right? Is it going to get to $1? And then once it gets to that level of $1, it ends up falling and, I wouldn't say doesn't exist, but doesn't have the same level of strength, right? So it's about you making a boatload of money up to those levels. And then once it gets to those levels, you have probably a massive sell off from there, but then you have fluctuation at a certain level, right? So there's no like clear path forward for a meme coin. That's all I'll say. But meme coins are not dead. They have a lot of strength, a lot of build, a lot of interest, a lot of popularity. That's just how that goes. Election coins will explode. I agree. I agree that election coins will explode because the election's coming up. We'll see cryptocurrency explode in general, but I think you're going to have a bunch of different election coins that do explode. The issue that I deal with now is that I spent, I think it was 1,100 or 1,200 on Biden coin because it was something that was picking up. And honestly, I think it was a gain of like 3,000 or $4,000 before Biden dropped out. And then when he did drop out, everything came crashing down. And I think it's worth like hundreds of dollars at this point, which does suck. But I'm gonna let it live out its life and see what it ends up being, because we might end up seeing a push even with Biden being out of the race. We still might see that push there, and maybe, just maybe we'll have some sort of. I mean, we'll always have like public viewings of Biden because of the fact that he is president right now. So you still have that in the mix. It still matters on who's a part of that coin, and if they are a part of that coin, are we still seeing the main people, that the developers and everything, that are still invested heavily into it, and how far it has dropped? I don't know if that's the case. I haven't looked into that far. XRP to $1 in 2026, it's going to happen a lot sooner than that. um, It's not instant to become a millionaire. I agree. It's not instant to become a millionaire. The issue is that, or not the issue, but the difference maker is that crypto has that opportunity to do that for you. Are you related to Mike? No, I'm not. I don't know. I might know a Mike, but no, I'm probably not related to the Mike you're talking about. It is a gamble. We don't know who will win. That's true. It's not even about who will win. It's about who's in the conversation, who's talking. So it's not even about who's going to win. But for what was I going to? I was talking about something else. Millionaire, being an instant millionaire. I don't think that that's the case, that you're gonna, ever be an instant millionaire, depending on what your definition of instant is. Because a lot of people would expect to gain $1 million over time, and it may take 10 years or 20 years or something for you to gain that much. But it's not going to take that much with crypto, right? Cryptocurrency is currently at a $2 trillion market cap. If we look at the entire stock market, if we look at the entire markets in general, we may see $50 trillion there that's traded throughout businesses and stocks and all that stuff. So if you are seeing that, and you see how this is going to transition from a $2 trillion market cap to a $50 trillion market cap, you know that you're going to make a boatload of money. Not only just looking at the overall ones that will give you, let's say, that 10x, just to kind of round up. Let's say they give you a 10x there overall, but you look at the positions that you have, and those make aggressive moves to where it's not only a 10x, but it's a 20 or 30 or 50 or 100x, depending on what you're in. Because you look at something like, let's say, CRO. CRO's at a 10-cent price point. I believe that's going to get to a lot higher than just $1. So with that being said, just because Bitcoin's going to only see maybe a 5x, right? Or a 10x or something like that, right? Just because Bitcoin's only going to see that doesn't mean that CRO is only going to see that as well. You're going to see altcoins move a lot further and a lot more aggressive. So yeah, again, instant millionaire, probably not, depending on the definition that you have there. If you're talking about like overnight, but you may see overnight success. The big issue that I think we all deal with when it comes to having the chance to become millionaires is that it's the chance. That's the problem. It is the chance. And if you have a chance to do something, you're then led to the decision to either sell or not sell. And if you sell, then you may not become a millionaire. If you don't sell, you may not hold on to those gains, depending on what you have. So you have to make that decision for yourself, and you can't rely on anybody else. You can't rely on me to make that decision for you. You can't rely on the next person. You can't rely on the guy at the bus station to make that decision for you, right? It doesn't matter who you're talking to. You have to make that decision. The only person that you could talk to make that decision for you is you in the mirror. You look at yourself and you go, should I sell right now? This would be a lot of money. I have $300,000. This is a lot of money. I can change my life with this money right here. However, if I had $500,000 or $1 million, it would do a lot more than just change my debt situation. So it all depends on what opportunities you see within that position that you have. And if you truly don't see anything further, or you're okay with what you have, then take it. They're massive gains. I'm not going to be mad at you. Nobody will be mad at you. Yes, there will be people that say, oh, you sold Ethereum at $1,000. You sold Ethereum at $2,000. It's now at $20,000. And, you made a little bit of money out of it, but, you could have made so much more. And there's always going to be those people. I've dealt with them. Whenever I decide to sell something, like, oh, well, why'd you sell? With, GameStop. GameStop saw that massive surge. I ended up pocketing like $25,000 or $30,000 from that. From an investment that I only invested a small amount into, like $1,000 or a couple $1,000. And I still have 1 million GameStop. So people said, why'd you sell GameStop? While it was at its high point, people were like, why'd you sell GameStop? Not GameStop the stock, GameStop or GameStop the cryptocurrency. They were like, why'd you sell it? And I was like, I just wanted to see I didn't only want to see the gains. I didn't only want to see my initial investment. I wanted to see those gains as well and realize gains at that. I'm okay with having, the reason why I had 3 million was to collect my initial investment, collect some gains throughout the movement, and then also sit some for a longer period of time to see what it will be worth in the altcoin season, because we all know that altcoin season will push it a lot further, you know? Sorry. Hey guys, if you could hit the like button, we got about 200 people here, and I would love if you hit the like button. It would help out the channel, would help out growth, it would help out all that stuff. Just get me to 100 likes, that would be amazing. And if you want to check out my link for Margex, feel free to do so. The link to that is also in the description. It's also in the chat as well, so if you want to check that out, feel free to do that. I did want to quickly, before we get into, or you know what, let's go into where the market is right now, because this is a morning update, and we'll get into everything else there. I saw taxes on unrealized gains would be ridiculous. I got to comment on that at some point. But let's look at the overall crypto market and see where things are as of right now. I'm sorry, TikTok, that you guys can't see this. I don't know if we're good on, we are good on Rumble, and we are good on X, I believe. Let me just make sure. I think we're good. Yeah, we are good on X. We have people that are here. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch me as well. Let's go ahead and dive into this. So currently the crypto market is slightly up at a 0.33% increase over the last day. We're seeing it at a $2.12 trillion market cap. And if we look at the dominance, we're currently sitting at 56%. We need that dominance to decrease in order to see altcoin season that truly happens. Once that dominance comes down below 50%, we know that we're now on the midst. We're right on that corner to turn the corner in getting to altcoin season. That's basically where we're standing. So we need to see that dominance decrease, but Bitcoin still has a hold or a stranglehold on the rest of the market. So we need to see Ethereum that picks up. We need to see BNB that picks up. Solana needs to make a huge move, as well as XRP, and you know, a lot of other positions that are there. If we look at everything here, it looks like we're kind of leaning more towards being a little bit flat, but more on the positive side, obviously, seeing Tron that's up by 3%. Or sorry, Ton Coin that's up by 3%, Tron that's up by 0.6%, 0.8% for Cardano, 2% for Shiba Inu. And if we look at some of the bigger movers that are here, we have Helium or HNT that's up by 9.3%, Flare up by 3%, Toncoin, like we said, about 3%. Thorchain, Uniswap, KuCoin token is up quite a bit. So there's an exchange coin there. Optimism is also up by 2%. You have Internet Computer about 2%. Caspa, that's up to 16.5 cents there. Shiba Inu up by 1%. Floki up by 1.3% as well. Litecoin, Kronos. So some things that you have a lot of positivity that's happened, just not aggressive positivity. We want to see so much more than what we're seeing here, but this is what we're seeing, right? It's better than what we saw yesterday, which was a lot of things that have decreased. And I was getting a little bit, I wasn't getting afraid, but I was getting afraid at the same time, because I know that liquidations are a big deal right now. And anytime we see an aggressive pullback, liquidations always become a larger, question on whether we're going to see more and more liquidations. Because once we see it hit that barrier for this next liquidation, it then pulls the price down, which could then trigger another liquidation, which sucks. We've seen it. We saw Ethereum go from 3,500 all the way down to 2,000, which is a $1,500 loss in each Ethereum that you had, which absolutely sucked. And I thought Ethereum was definitely one of the more safer ones. And then you also saw Bitcoin that dropped quite a bit, down to about 50,000, I think it was. So yeah, things got hit hard at that time, and I didn't want to see that happen again. So definitely be aware of the liquidation trains that can happen. But right now, I think we're sitting in a okay spot, that we're not seeing everything that's absolutely dropping down. If we look at XRP, I did want to bring up XRP really quick. XRP currently stands down about 1% at 57 cents at a $32.3 billion market cap with $1 billion worth of volume, which is down 36% in the volume. Still seeing 56.18% of the circulating supply that is out there. So we obviously want to see that continue to, continue to add or just completely get rid of the escrow. That would be amazing. But right now, I think we're sitting in kind of a low point again because we don't understand where the SEC is going to go when it comes to an appeal, right? I think they have until, well, I wouldn't say next month. I would say next month because it basically is September, but they have until October to submit that appeal and everything there. So we're sitting at kind of a low point where we're not seeing it skyrocket. We see a little glimpse of that happening where it goes from 42 up to 63, but seeing it kind of level off right now just tells you that right now there's so much indecision or indecisiveness and not understanding what's truly happening with XRP there. So I just wanted to point that out, but obviously the popularity is still there 100%. So yeah, I wanted to go through that. Let's check out really quick what's happening in what's trending. So we have dogs that's trending. I have seen this. I haven't seen many videos or conversations happen about it, but you do have dogs here that is slightly down. Well, not slightly down. It's down 11% in the last 7 days, or 8% in the last 24 hours. You are seeing GigaCat. That's it looks like a lot of cat coins are starting to come out, but we're still not seeing the bigger push for cat coins yet. So we'll probably see that, maybe. I don't know. 13% in the last 24 hours that it's up, 25% in the last 7 days. It currently sits at a $1.1 million market cap with $1.2 million worth of volume. You're also seeing Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, Pepe, some bigger names that are trending right now. I do want to check out the volume and see things that have the most volume. Obviously, Bitcoin, Ethereum trending, USDC. I want to see something else. Dogs that has about $1 billion worth of volume. So that's definitely catching a lot of traction. And almost sitting at $1 billion market cap. Yeah, I've been blind to that, so I didn't see this happen. Did anybody get into dogs while it was at a lower point? I haven't checked it out. I'll probably go into it and look at what has happened, what has transpired over the last couple of months, just to see how that has grown. I'm trying to find some names that are not normal, right? We have Polkadot, we have Litecoin that's trending. You have Popcat that is also trending at 26, and it's sitting at a $100 million volume level. Celestia, Caspa, Simon's Cat. So that has been released, which I haven't checked on. It's currently sitting at a $63 million volume day with $170 million market cap. So that's great to see. 68% in the last 7 days, 68% in the last 30 days. So I guess this has basically launched and has been moving a little bit. I guess 68% is the amount that it has moved so far, up to a $171 million market cap with 85% of the supply that is out there. So I'm interested in this. I'm very interested in this. I'm thinking about throwing maybe a couple of hundreds into it just because, and it's not saying that I believe this is going to be worth a hell of a lot more than where it is, or it's absolutely going to be worth a hell of a lot more, because if that's the case, I would have threw thousands into it. But I'm not sure if I already have some in there because I make investments into new positions all the time. So sometimes I'll lose track of those things, which does suck, because if some of those new things end up doing like migrations or whatever, then I miss out on what that migration is. But we will see how this plays out. I'll make sure I keep that in mind. Simon's Cat. I'll make sure I keep that in mind. But yeah, that's a little bit of an update on where the market is right now. Up about 0.10%, and I would love to see it grow a lot more. I want to see altcoin season happen, but it's just not happening right now. So let's see what people are saying in the comment section really quick. If you guys want to check out my link for Margex, feel free to do so. That link is in the chat, as well as if you want to check out my link for crypto.com and affiliates, merch, whatever, feel free to give that a look. I do just want to go into my Margex account to see where things are. Because I have XRP at a 50x leverage that's up about 2,000%, and I have Jasmy coin at a 50x leverage that's up 1,500%, up 37% here, 144% and 23%. But then we also have my copy trading account that is there, which we're sitting, up 104% here, 140%, 140, 119, 100. Yeah, it's sitting up a decent amount in basically everything. Ethereum, I'm up 78% or $1,560. So, things are looking good there. I want to see it up a lot more. I want to see it grow a lot more. But I haven't made any new investments lately. And I was thinking about more recently because things did come down. But I haven't made a move recently because I already have 12 investments right now into the um, copy trading portfolio, as well as the four that's sitting in my main portfolio. Anyways, let's see what people were saying. XRP is a utility coin. Patience is a skill to learn. I agree. Matt, you feel bullish for autumn alt run? Um, do I feel bullish for like a fall alt run? I mean, yeah, um I think that we sorry, I was reading something. I lost my train of thought. I think I definitely feel bullish for that to happen because we have so many things that are, transpiring during that time, and especially looking at whether XRP will truly have, or let's say Ripple, or will have kind of that appeal that does happen. If not, then they're free to go basically. But we still don't have clarity on what the SEC and how the SEC feels on cryptocurrency and whether things are a security and how can they be labeled a security or not a security. What is the distinction between the two? We don't have clarity on all of that, and I think that's kind of what we want, what Coinbase wants, what many exchanges want, honestly, and what everybody in crypto wants, just clarity on what's going to, like, what's the definition, what's the distinction. So I'm bullish on it, but I'm not going to completely give up if it doesn't happen in 2024. It should have started already. A lot of people believe, that we're going to see that same timeline 6 months after the halving, that we will see this happen. So October, November. So we'll see. Yesterday, Ethereum whales transferred 38 billion in XRP. Had the same thing 2 days ago. Any update on when Lambo? I mean, if like I'm getting a Lambo, or is that a position? Because I don't know. Um, I'm not getting a Lambo. If anything, I've said to Erica, like, I want a Cybertruck. That's what I want. I would love one. The problem though is that now I see all this one channel on YouTube that I guess reviews. I think they're on YouTube. They might be on TikTok, but they basically like test all the things for a Cybertruck, and it looks like it's made out of Lego pieces. Like that's how they're they're hitting it with, or they're just tearing the side view mirror off, and yeah, they're tearing the side view mirror off, and they're uh, what's it called? Just destroying the car with their hands rather than like with like a sledgehammer or anything. So it makes me think that you get in an accident and it's just gonna be absolutely destroyed if you like just bump somebody. So I don't know. I like how it for some reason I like how it looks. I didn't at first, but then I saw one in person and I was like, I like how it looks, man. I like it. It's just like I said, if you get in an accident, it's like just gonna turn into dust. And it's electric, right? That's what matters. That's I need to drink more water. I don't know if I should have like a timer that tells me to drink more water because I don't drink a lot of water. I mean, I do when I'm not on stream, but I don't drink a lot of water when I'm at my desk. Like this is my bottle from yesterday. This is my full bottle from yesterday. I did not even open it. This is yesterday. Sat at my desk for a little bit and had a bottle of water. Did not even take a sip. Like that's my problem. So I need something. Um, thoughts on Simon's Cat airdrop to Floki holders. Thoughts on Floki. I mean, I first of all, I have major thoughts on Floki. I think Floki is one of the only meme coins that actually is transitioning into a utility coin. I truly believe that. Every other meme coin that's out there is about, and again, like I'm a huge fan of a lot of these other positions, like Bohm, like Pepe, like Shiba Inu, um, Dogecoin, many different meme coins, but it's all to a certain price. It's all to different prices that you hit, and it's more short term than it is long term. When you look at Floki, uh, it's more towards like the long term because they're doing so much and implementing so many things that and partnering with so many people and companies and other cryptocurrencies, it honestly keeps the flow going to where it never ends. So, and I've seen their brain move, right? I've talked to them, they've contacted me, we've had conversations, and their brain, the way that they move is in a completely different way than anybody else that's creating meme coins. I'm not joking when I say that. Like they care about the marketing. They care about the vision, the verbiage, so many different things that happen with it that it's you can see that they are kind of just screaming success there. So Floki, definitely on another level meme coin. When it comes to Simon's Cat, I have no idea of how successful that's going to be. I know cat coin market hasn't really even been, and I'm going to use this word, penetrated yet. It hasn't been, and I feel as though um, once we truly see that happen, to where we have major coins that are in that conversation that are cat coins. Simon's Cat will be one of those that's up there. I don't know about the whole airdrop thing. I forgot about it, but yeah. Matt, good morning. Will you do a video in VSG and the steps to switch to Vector? So honestly, I know I don't. They haven't contacted me to have like any type of communication out there. Nor have they contacted the team to do that. And I think I that's where I'm just confused, very very confused. So I don't know. Um, if they want that to be a thing, then yeah, we can work on that. But I have no communication with them at the moment, so I don't know. Hey Matt, how do you prepare for tax season for positions? I mean, if we're gonna tax unrealized gains, I don't think I'm ever prepared. But for tax season, typically I'm preparing in two different ways. I track um, all of my gains, and obviously with Coinbase tracks it really well. That's why I hold a lot of it in Coinbase. But um, most of those gains and movements is happening directly over there, and that's something that if I have any money that's inflowing into it, I have to either determine whether that's ordinary income or that's income that came from a different position somewhere else that I decided to trade. So I track all of these things. I have a spreadsheet breaking all of this stuff down with all my positions and where I bought at. Um, and then if I decide to take profit on any of those things, that's when I, implement that. Now I won't have a tax form associated with that directly because when you're trading on, say, MetaMask, you don't have that option to have that, but you can still fill out how much gains you've had in cryptocurrency. They ask you to fill it out manually, or you can, submit a form. So I've been preparing this whole entire time. Honestly, I know that I always have to pay because I have to pay quarterly, and then I also have to pay, at the end of the year when I have my, um, what's it called? Can't think of the situation. When I have and I take any gains. So throughout the year, if I take any gains, then I'm gonna pay that. So I'm always preparing. I'm exactly the same. Got a bottle, not even open. Yeah, I gotta remind myself. Hey Google, set a timer for 10 minutes. So I'll do that. I'll set it for 10 minutes, and I'll give myself. And that's probably too long. I probably should do 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, I should take a drink. You think 10 minutes is too long? But I take like a lot of gulps. Bought a Skyline with my gains. Nice. I haven't heard of a Nissan Skyline, right? That's what it is, right? In a very long time since I played one of those racing games on like Xbox or I think they had one in, or was that a Lancer? Um, in what's it called? What the hell's that movie called? How can Fast and the Furious, the first one, the first car that he's driving with the lights. It's like silver and blue. I can still remember it. Good day, all guys. We have 218 people here. If you can hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. I would. And anybody that's on TikTok, feel free to hit that like button there. BRICS using XRP is fake news. XRP, the U.S. company, R and BRICS is Russia. Don't seem to integrate well. 10,000 is 10,000 a good starter for XRP? Yeah, I think that's a great amount. I had 1,000, and then I moved to 3,000, and I thought that was a good amount, and I still think 3,000 is a good amount. Depending on what you want to get, and if you're looking to play this for more of the longer term, you're not spending all of your money to be an XRP, but you're also investing for the future, right? You're investing for the longer term, just like you would with a retirement account or, with a 401k or something, right? So, sorry, I was reading something. But yeah, I think 10,000 is a good amount. It's a great amount. You can get so much done with that. Don't be greedy in what you want. Like, so if you can get your initial investment, you get your initial investment not as early as you can, but whatever your first level of selling, your selling point is. For me, and maybe closer to the $5 mark for at least to just get, my initial investment or close to that. I think my initial investment was about 52, and I'm gonna take 50 at around the 5 cent level or $5 level. It might be a little bit further than that, but we'll see. I know we're going to see a resistance at that level because that's going to be a strong resistance. I really think XRP will make millionaires. Seems dead. Maybe $1 stable coin, or at best hit $3.84 like 2018. You don't understand how big this fight has been. When we look at something that fights this much, where Ripple fights the SEC for 4 years, it's not something that needs to be like, you can't overlook that. You can't go, oh, they're fighting just to get XRP back to this level. They're fighting for XRP to have major use. Um, and their payment, not only XRP, but their payment option. Their payment option has no question, right? There's no issues with that whatsoever. It's just, it was all around the hovering with XRP, with institutional and retail sales. Now retail sales obviously is not listed as violating securities laws, but selling to institutions, that's a different story, right? Maybe it's that because of the fact that you have the escrow there. I really don't know the definition as to why, or the reasoning as to why, but they agreed upon selling to institutions was in fact violating securities laws. I honestly don't know the full reason as to why, but we'll figure that out later, hopefully. But when you look at all of the things that are lined up and the fight that they have gone through with, right? this fight means a lot more than just a measly dollar that's going to get to. They're already going to have a stable coin. XRP is not going to be a stable coin. It's going to be something that moves a lot more and is heavily used. So I really do believe that millionaires are going to be made. If I have, and there's many other people, there's a person or a couple of people, sorry. There's a couple of people that I talk to that have 200 or 300,000 XRP, meaning that they don't need to get to a ridiculous price in order for them to be a millionaire. Yes, majority will have like 1,000 to 10,000, and maybe some in the middle that will have 20 to 30, maybe even up to 50. But then others will have 100 to 200 to maybe even a million, meaning that as they hit $1, they have $1 million, and every single cent that they go up, they're gaining a hell of a lot there, right? What, $10,000 every cent that they increase. So yeah, I do think that XRP millionaires will be made. But it's totally understandable to disagree. Not everybody has to agree. And no one said that I'm 100% right. I feel as though I'm right because it's my opinion. It's my decision to make this move. But I also want you guys to do more and more research into what you see. Because remember, I was a person that even before I got any views on XRP was not a full believer in what XRP was, because I looked at it as and people bring this up. They brought this up many times when I first started talking about XRP. They're like, oh, now you're going to say that it's not a day tradable position. Like for me in the beginning, it was all about the day trade, right? You saw the fluctuation because of the lawsuit. Now, I wasn't keen to all information about the lawsuit, but I made sure I understood the chart, and the chart was moving, giving me highs and lows, giving me peaks and valleys. And I'm like, that is day tradable. And I made money off of that, day trading it from a low level to a high level to a low level to a high level. That was my favorite thing to do with XRP. I would do it short term. But then I saw the opportunity as I read into it, because someone asked me to do that. Someone said, hey, I think you should look more into XRP because I think you would really like it. It's everything that you want in a cryptocurrency, and all we have to do is fight this lawsuit. And with how much they're fighting it, and the more I saw that they were fighting it, the more that this went on, and wasn't just like, oh, this is going to be a negative thing on XRP or Ripple. Like they're going to decide with the SEC. That's what everybody kept saying. In the beginning of this, I think it was 2021 where I started to kind of get more interested in there. People kept bringing up, they're going to lose this lawsuit. It's going to be a matter of time. It's going to be a month from now. They're going to lose the lawsuit. Then they said it's going to be next year. They're going to lose the lawsuit. The next year after that, they're going to lose the lawsuit. Like, it was just so many people that were negative towards it. And I was like, the more that they're fighting this and more that this is moving on, the more that this is gaining a lot of interest from me. And that's, again, it's just my opinion. It seems like they're trying to fight the system, which is what I'm all about. And at least not only fight the system, but also gain a ton of clarity. Like a ton of clarity on cryptocurrency in general. They're the only ones, while the SEC decided to sue so many people, so many cryptocurrencies, so many exchanges, Ripple was the only one that stayed on it and wanted to fight as much as possible. Everybody else, they paid settlements. You saw Kraken pay a settlement. You saw, I can't remember, you saw Binance pay a settlement. You saw a lot of different things, a lot of different places that paid settlements to just say, let's let this go away. But you added no clarity. They can sue you again. And what did the SEC do? Turn around and try and sue Kraken again. But now, Kraken is joining, this whole lawsuit and trying to get clarity with Coinbase and, many others. For some reason, a lot of others are I'm drawing a blank. But it's the fight for me. And the fact that they wanted to continue to fight, that's what meant a lot to me and still means a lot to me. Any thoughts about gaming that could be coming? Maybe I don't know what that is. Pre- prepare, prepare in that too. Any thoughts on gaming? Um, like gaming coins or gaming in general? Like, obviously, I have a lot of games that I want to play, especially Assassin's Creed. Oh, it's time to drink water. Give me a second. All right, let's redo that. 10 minutes starts again. I think this will be good. I'll finish that water by the time we're done with this stream, which is good because that will be a step up. Because I always have to, every time I get off stream, I drink like a bottle and a half of water. I basically drown myself in spring water. um, let's see. Watching from the back of my semi truck. Well, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Um, hopefully it's not moving. um, let's see. But yeah, any thoughts on gaming? For gaming coins, I think gaming is still going to be big in crypto. It's just where do you go from there? Like how do you get to gaming being multi-billions of dollars for cryptocurrency? It's definitely a huge market. It's just how do you explore it there? I mean, gaming has always had it set up for crypto. It's just never had it implemented, right? Because they always have things like I've said this before for NBA 2K, they have VC, which is a virtual currency, right? Switch that out with a true VC, and then boom, you now have a new currency or something that's created on, um, a gaming chain or something. Something I don't know. I really don't know that flows through Gala, it flows through Beam. I don't know, but I know it can have implementation and it should be implemented. So I think gaming will be huge in crypto. It's just a matter of time, honestly. So that's why I have Beam. That's why I have a little bit of Gala. I should have honestly bought Gala at a lower point, but I didn't have any free cash flow to invest in a Gala at that time, which did suck because I wanted to buy. Because right now I have Gala version 1, which means I can't even do anything with it, even if it does skyrocket, because it's over on Coinbase, which they still don't let me do anything. So I don't know. Bro, I started copy trading with you. Well, thank you for doing that. I hope that there's a lot more success than it was in the beginning. I hope we don't see the train of liquidations again, but know that I'm staying strong on this, and I have money set aside to continue to invest. I don't want to see any lower levels, but if we do, it creates for massive gains from where those low levels are to the ultimate, altcoin season or full bull run and getting past a $3 trillion mark up to a 5 trillion, $10 trillion mark. So I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for what it will be. And right now I'm seeing a lot of success in there. For the short term, I know for the long term, over time, it doesn't really look fantastic. Um, but I'm confident in what my strategy is, and I know that the lower these levels are, the more aggressive that you honestly can be. I still will take it a little bit more conservative when it comes to the leverage size. So whether it's a 5x leverage or 10x leverage, but I think I have a good strategy going. I appreciate you, copy trading with me. You and two other YouTubers I follow, the news on XRP, and all of y'all are saying similar things, especially with the NDAs that were exposed on Twitter. I mean, you look at all of the information, and it's like it's kind of screaming. There's more here than what's being said. There's so much more, and it's the unknown is what makes it insanely interesting for me. Um, and then the battle makes it insanely interesting. The like just the more I research, it just screams like I should have more. So I went from 1,000 to 3,000, and then luckily I was able to make a lot in Margex, so I was able to gain a crazy amount over there got me all the way up to like 80,000 XRP. I had $30,000 and it got me up to 80,000 XRP, which like, I was just shocked. I was so happy that I was able to gain $30,000 worth of gains over in Margex. Like it felt fantastic, and it still feels fantastic when I have these gains now. Obviously, it didn't feel fantastic the last maybe month or so, where things dropped down from like 3,500 down to a lower level. Because if you look at my main positions that I hold, none of my main positions that I hold got liquidated. None of them. My main account, because I started investing at basically this lower point, or even a little bit lower than where we were. So I had no issue. And the problem with the copy trading, or the problem where we were there, is I started that portfolio where we were at definitely a higher point compared to where we were at the lower point. I still thought we were going up because we had that bounce, but I did question whether we were going to see it hit the 200 EMA or not, and it did hit the 200 EMA recently. So hopefully that's the lowest level, but we can also see a W formation that could bring Ethereum down to like 1,500, which would obviously suck, but it also would create a ton of opportunity. They have some big time employees from the U.S. Treasury and some BlackRock and J.P. Morgan hires that left big salaries with those companies. I have 2K, 1,000 for this year, 1,000 for HODL. That's a good strategy. And just know that when you hit certain points and you're like, yeah, I can take this investment, don't feel bad about taking it because other people may be holding on to. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Worry about yourself, and worry about how you feel about that gain, right? And if you want to take that gain, take the gain. I'm not going to tell you to hold on to it forever. But if you want to hold on to it for a long period of time, if you have forever cryptos, then make sure you set some aside, right? If out of that 2,000, 100 is going to be a forever crypto, then do that. Right? For me, I say that 10,000 is going to be forever crypto, but I honestly think I'm only going to have 1,000 as a true forever amount. Because if it gets to when it gets to a value of, $500 or so, and I have 10,000, XRP, like it's for me a no brainer to where I'm like, I could take that and put that into a place that's maybe a little bit more of a consistent mover that's with the traditional investors, and just flow that way for the rest of my life, as well as keeping a ton in XRP over here. So yeah, I have a decent amount. I want to have 100,000 in my forever crypto balance, but if I can get XRP back up to 100,000 outside of that 10,000 that I have over here, I would love that. But we'll see. I'm not really trying to invest any more into new cryptocurrency. There's just so many new cryptocurrencies that I feel like have opportunity. But I kind of want to wait till after. I kind of have to wait till after what's it called, tax season, because if I see tax season, or if I go through tax season, I have to pay taxes. So I just want to wait till after that, because I have a lot of money stacked up for that time period. Man, I've been investing in crypto since 2021. I've always treated it like a gamble. Never invest more than I can afford to lose. Um, keep emotions out of, or you keep emotions out of it. Yeah, I mean that's the way to do it. If you're trading short term, definitely keep emotions out of it, because most people will go, I need to make this money back now. But if you're trading long term, emotions won't really affect you as much, because you're like, oh, I need to make this money back by the time I retire. Like that's something that can happen, and creates for a better mindset. But you should most likely keep emotions out of it altogether. Just invest in what you believe in, and if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't work out, then move on to the next position. Um, Life is too short to because if you start to get frustrated with yourself and you go, I don't want to invest into this, you might end up missing a huge opportunity that comes up next. And I'll tell you that I would have missed out on, let's say, I would have missed out on Terra Luna Classic if I saw what happened with it. I was probably 2 days away, and I'm lucky that I didn't invest there. I was 2 days away from throwing thousands of dollars into Terra Luna Classic before it crashed, and because people kept telling me, they were like, you need to get into Terra Luna Classic, you need to throw something in there, it's going to be bigger than where it is today. It's going to be higher than a $40 billion market cap. They were telling me that you needed to invest into it. Let me go ahead and drink this water. um, yeah, they were telling me that you needed to invest into it. And I was like, I don't know. I mean, the market cap's already high. The growth is already high. I don't want to make that move. And they were like, just put something in there and I guarantee it's going to be worth so much more. And I was like, all right, well, let me clear some cash and let me and I'll treat it like if it's a Bitcoin or Ethereum and treat it long term. I'm glad I didn't, because if I did, everything would have fell down. That whole entire amount, I would have never made that move at the bottom if I put in thousands of dollars at the top. I guarantee you I wouldn't have done it. So the fact that I was able to put even just $43 in at the bottom, I'm so happy that I did that, because I was able to make the $4,000 that I was going to put in there. I was going to put 4,000 in there, and I ended up profiting $4,800. Well, it was 6,000 to begin with, but $4,800 is a realized gain after putting back in about $1,200 into this play to get me, back up to like 50 something million coins. And now I'm sitting at another, I think, still $4,000, $5,000 that's there. So I would have never done that. I wouldn't have. And there's so many opportunities that are just like that, where if you make those moves and you treat it with emotion, you know, I would have basically said, you know what, I'm out of this and I'll move on to the next position. I would have missed Terra Luna Classic. So yeah, just try and keep emotion out of it. That's what I think I'm getting at. Guys, we have 250 people that are here. Make sure you hit that like button. We got 150 likes. I would like to get to 200 likes. Get me there. That would be great. As well as if you guys want to check out Margex, feel free to check out that platform. It is a great platform. Sorry, I just need to clear my throat. Can you explain what's going on with Lunic, please? At this point, I'm so confused about Lunic. There's a lot of things that are going on, but I can't tell you that I have all of the knowledge and all the information behind what is happening with Lunic right now. I know that the last thing I checked, that something passed to where they were looking to basically implement the tax back into it, but I don't know if that has happened yet, because I saw something that said our burns that we would have had double from Vegas, which was more recent. So I don't know if that truly has happened or been implemented. I've kind of been staying out of it, because anytime I give my opinion on on what we need to do, it's always shot down by the people that are the loudest. So I still believe in the growth of Terra Luna Classic. I still believe in where it's going to go there. But ultimately, if we don't come up with a full plan to decrease that supply, the only option that I truly believe that we have is a reverse split, which is not a bad thing. Everybody would look at it and say that it is a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It would get us to the ability to get to $1 and the ability to get to multiple dollars to then repeg USTC, as well as re-enable the algorithm and create more and more strength and more of a reason to invest with Terra Luna Classic. So I would say, and what I've always called for is doing both, where we decrease the supply down to about 1 trillion by burning with the exchanges, right? Everybody gets the exchanges to burn. Everybody gets on chain to burn, on chain and off chain. We see the burns, it comes down to about 1 trillion. We do a reverse, or maybe even comes down lower than 1 trillion. We do a reverse split where you can have a 100 to 1. We still gain, let's say instead of us holding millions, we hold hundreds of thousands. Fantastic. And then when it gets to $1, we have hundreds of thousands of dollars that are there. Plus, if it gets to multiples of $1, we're now looking at multiples of hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. It's not giving us the same amount that we would expect to make, like 50 million to gain $50 million, but it is giving us that opportunity to have Terra Luna Classic survive and move a lot further. However, this is all just my opinion. I don't know if it necessarily even will hold any weight with anybody. I still believe that we will get to a $50 billion market cap. It's just whether we will be at $1 to be at that $50 billion market cap, or multiple dollars at $50 billion market cap, or just 1 penny. At the current level right now, if we got to a $54, $57 billion market cap, we would be at a level of 1 cent, which would, for me, would mean $550,000. Fantastic, right? But it still doesn't secure a future for Terra Luna Classic to repeg or re-enable the algorithm and repeg USTC. Now, let's say if we did do that reverse split, hear me out. Now, if we did do that reverse split, and it was a 100 to 1, well, now that 1 cent turns into $1. I still have $500,000 that I gained, but it makes it more enticing to hold because it now gives you that opportunity to re-enable the algorithm and see that push up to a level of $2 and $3. And it has a future. But without that, it gets to 54 billion. It's treated as a meme coin and probably decreases from there, right? So it's not dead. I definitely believe that it's not dead, but there's so much that we could do out of that so many people frown upon, that I think they're just not giving it a chance. I'm a big fan of Terra Luna Classic. I still have all my Terra Luna Classic. I haven't checked my Terra Station wallet in forever, but I most likely want to bring that over to Kraken. But I still have it on Terra Station right now. And I have about, I think it's like 50. I don't know how much I have. I think it's like 55. But I don't have any of it staked. I don't. Isn't Terra Station dead? No. How well do you think XDC will do this bull run? I think it will do pretty well. I'm not, I don't have much information on it, but I think it will definitely follow with XRP. And if XRP is doing well, XDC is also going to do well as XLM. Matt, I have $800 invested in XRP. I have 1,391 of them. I'm hoping to take out my my original investment back with the 391 and let 1,000 ride. How much is 1,000 XRP? It's like 50 or 570 dollars. Um, hmm. So, should I give away 1,000 XRP? You let me know. Should I give it away in like sets of 100, or should I just give away like 2 groups of 500, or just 1,000 XRP? This only benefits you guys, so I'm probably assuming the answer is yes. But I'm sure. Should I do that? But anyways, answering your question, or you're telling me what you're doing. You want to take out your original investment back with the $391 or 391 XRP and let the 1,000 ride for a while. That would be a great option to do. You said do it in hundreds because then it gives people more options. There's 10 options for people to. to win. Share it around. How about 5 groups of 200? No, well, you know what? That's too many. That's too many people because then I have to send it so many times. 10 sets of 100. That means I have to send 100 XRP 10 times. That's a lot. I only have 300. Um, 10,000 is not enough. Why is 10,000 not enough? I think 10,000 is perfect. I think 1,000 is good enough. So lazy now. I'm not lazy. It's just a lot. It's a lot of work to gather. Um, what's it called? Addresses. Let me get some water real quick. 2 times 500. I could do that. um, yeah, I should probably do that. Let's see how many people we have. We have 6 people that are over here on Rumble. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Um, we have I don't know how many people are over on X, but I'm gonna be doing this on YouTube, not on X. You know what? That's what I'll do. I'm gonna do it on YouTube and I'm gonna do it on X. On X, I'm gonna put out a post later today where I'm gonna give away 500 XRP, and then I'm gonna give away 500 XRP here in this chat. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but I'm going to give 500 away here in this chat to somebody that's deserving of it. Um, I don't know if I necessarily. I think all of you guys are deserving of it. I'm sure everybody wants more XRP and would love to be able to take that and honestly just take their initial investment from whatever they had or just add it to their overall amount. How's Terra Casino going? Is it pretty active? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I've tried to whenever I try to get involved in the Terra Luna Classic community conversation, I I get like pushback with like um the same person that believed in the 2% or 1.2% tax or believed that we should have a 10% tax or something. Like I don't know what else to tell you, but if I would have been able to implement anything and everything and we had the say of the community to follow exactly what I wanted to do, we would have majority of that supply burned off by now. I guarantee we would have. Guarantee. Most of my predictions that I've made on Terra Luna Classic decreasing their supply um, would have come true if all of these things would have been implemented. If we would see a focus on burning. And then once we focus on that burning, now focus on exchanges to also burn, right? They have nothing but once they understand our vision, the Terra Luna Classic vision and giving that support, once they understand that the community's all together and agreeing upon this, 99%, 100% of the community is agreeing upon this, then we can move forward where exchanges are like, this is their plan, this is what they agree upon. But if we have something that passes with, 60% yes vote, to focus on a 1.2% tax or a 2% tax or whatever, then they're not going to want to implement that because the majority of the community doesn't implement that. So if they reverse that, what's going to happen? Now the exchange has to reverse that. And they have to make all these moves that the community just doesn't agree upon. And we honestly need some sort of overseer that has connections with all of the exchanges to say, this is what's going to happen regardless of a vote. They will never turn this around until we get to a point where we have the algorithm, put out there. I can't think of it. We have an algorithm that's reinstated. We have the stable coin that is then repegged. Like once we have that, that's when things can be reversed. That's when we can see it go back to what it was without a tax. But honestly, I think that was the way. And if we would have focused that way from the beginning, from the get go, instead of fighting the tax, I understand it was unfortunate circumstances to where we implemented the tax right after all that has been staked, uh, has been staked, right? All that needed to be staked has been staked. So while we had trillions of coins that were going through, on chain activity, after we got to a certain percentage, we didn't have those trillions of coins that were happening, right? All the money that was flowing on chain was going to Terra Station so that you could stake it. That was the flow. And then once the 2%, 0.2% or 1.2% was activated, we then saw less volume. It wasn't about the 1.2% that really that started this train of lower volume. It was the lack of reason to move money to the Terra Station. That was the only way to really flow through that. That was the only way. USTC repeg will kickstart things, but how do you get to that repeg? Please pick me. My goldfish needs knee surgery. That's pretty hilarious. I have seven kids, one on the way. How do I participate? Um, that's a lot of kids. You have 8 kids? Well, total, I guess. I only have 76 XRP. I mean, XRP is pretty great. I love XRP. And it sucks that you have 76, but it could go a long way. You never know. One XRP could be worth $1,000. You have $76,000, right? But it may take a while. We've been hearing about SUI. Are you saying what do you think? I've so I don't know what, for some reason I was thinking of SEI. I don't know what SUI is. I haven't heard anything of it. I'll have to look into it, but I haven't looked into anything really today. Yes, 7 girls, 1 boy. So you were trying as much as you could in order to get to having 1 boy. So you were like, I don't care how many children we have, we're gonna have 1 boy. Is that, or you just continue to have children? I mean, that's fine. Um, you'll just have at some point you'll have a whole football like starting lineup. You already have a basketball starting lineup. You can have a girls basketball team, with seven girls there. I have two wrenches and I need money for vet bills. Well, this is honestly the XRP. I mean, you can use it for whatever you want to. You can sell it right away if you wanted to. But I really think that um, I want to reward, a lot of people that truly believe in XRP and want to be a part of this community for a long period of time. And like something like I can't remember who said it, but where someone said, I have a 1,391 and I want to take the small amount and be able to connect my initial investment, right? And then take the other amount that you have, the 1,000 that's left, and hold it for a long period of time. Like, that's what the XRP community is all about. Is about, um, believing in this position for a long period of time because, you know, Ripple is fighting as hard as possible, and being a part of that fight means that you're invested into XRP. You are a part of that fight with them, along with them. And if you are a part of that fight, you're a part of the fight on or for crypto in general. And I think that's something that's great. Can you make a video on Dark Brett? Never heard of it, but I can definitely check it out. 500 XRP may become 50K USD. Yes, it could. Can you check Baby Pepe? Eventually. I don't know about right now. I can give it a look. Thank you for the super chat. Maybe I can. We'll have to give it a look in a couple minutes. Let me actually bring it up while I'm not um, on screen share. I think I've heard of it. Oh, there's many Baby Pepes. Which one is it? Is it the highest ranked one? Oh, thank you for sending a gift. Royalties app. Thank you for sending a gift. Yeah, like I said, I can check. I don't know which Baby Pepe it is. Is it the um one that's ranked 4577, 4,577? Should I get 500 XRP for having to endure adverse in a live stream? I don't know. Not for me. um um XRP community is buying Nero. I don't know what that is. Probably not. Thoughts on 10%, wait, 0.001 Bitcoin analysis, $121 worth could boom in 20 years. I honestly think, I don't think Bitcoin is done. I just think the percentages that you're seeing that grow is definitely not at the same percentages you will see a lot of altcoins grow. That's why I've had Bitcoin, but I've transitioned it pretty much all. Um, and majority of it I can say has been more of a transition into Ethereum, and I believe Ethereum will move kind of a lot more percentage wise than what you have with Bitcoin, as well as other altcoins that will move a lot more percentage wise. Whether you're talking about XRP, or you're talking about CRO, or you're talking about Tron or Chainlink or anything there, I believe that those will move quite a bit. What? Why do you not have Simpsons symbol to show off? I don't know what that means. Baby Pepe is 6154 at the moment. I don't even see that. 6154? Let me type it in again. $61.53. That's close enough. Is it this one? That's sitting at a $298,000 market cap? That doesn't seem right. Let me know if this one's it. I'm not going to keep it up on the screen for long, but let me know if this one's it. CRO 50 cents before Christmas. Will it hit 50 cents before Christmas? I mean, it has an opportunity to do so. We have to, if we see the altcoin season truly happen this year, rather than transition or move into next year, um, then yes, there is a solid chance that we will see it get up to 50 cents, but also resist from 50 cents. Does that make sense? Um, so we'll see it skyrocket up to certain levels. So we'll see it, creep up to, a level of 25 cents or 20 cents, 25 to 30, up to previous levels of 40 plus cents. and then up to um, the level of 50 cents or so, but then resist from that level. And it may be something where it does resist a little bit before it, because we've seen that where it's at like 45 or 47 and then, resist from there. But yeah, 23,000 or 23,721. Wait, 23,721,009 views. Just sent a super chat. Thank you for that super chat. Appreciate that. Or super sticker, super chat. It's your first super chat on this live stream, so I appreciate you for doing that. Where's Need for Speed? Need for Speed. Is that the right Pepe? If it's not, I'll bring up kind of all of them and you can tell me which one is it. Are you trolling the XRP community, pushing the same narrative since 2017? The predictions haven't come to fruition. This is where most people that don't, and there's no offense. Give me a second. No offense to anybody that's not the right one. Okay, I'll bring up all of them. No offense to anyone that truly doesn't understand XRP. I'm not going to say that you're dumb in any way or anything like that. But XRP, the reason why it didn't push in the 2021 bull market is because of the lawsuit that was going on. And the reason why we didn't see we see the major conversations and we still have that narrative is because things were being implemented during that time. And the reason as to why the SEC wanted to continue this fight for so long is because they understand what XRP could be if it truly had the freedom. If XRP had the freedom, so many more partnerships would have been made with banks. So many more things would have happened. XRP would have skyrocketed so much further because of the fact that it was implemented in these payment options with these banks and making it easier for banks to go through these transactions rather than the flow of regular money. Meaning that their money not necessarily will become worthless, but their money would not be as valuable, right? Because this over here has no inflation. Our fiat currency has inflation and will always have inflation because they continue to print more money. if if they've had no I'll have to look at that. Give me a second. Thank you for that super chat. 23,721,009 views. I appreciate that. I'll give that a look. Pepe, baby Pepe, one word. Like that. I mean, this is ranked 57, so I don't know. And that's the one that you said 6,157, which would still mean that it has a low market cap. Because the one, like when I go over here and I look at it, it's not giving me all one word. The only one that's giving, or a couple one word, is BSC. It's at 9,000. I don't see it. Where was I going with that? So XRP has a lot more than people think, but people only see the lawsuit is not over. So the lawsuit, you still have a chance for an appeal. You also don't have altcoin season that's truly happening. You also now are starting to get into a point where Ripple is making even more partnerships, but it's going to take time. It's not something where it's like, oh, the lawsuit's over, all partnerships are open right now. You're going to see things that transpire where partnerships are made. You're going to see things that add to this, to where you have the ETF that comes out, because from what I understand, XRP ETF was even ahead of Ethereum. So the fact that it hasn't been implemented, you may see a Solana ETF before you see an XRP ETF. That shows, because the lawsuit was a big deal. You can't obviously have, that's not going to fly at all, to have an XRP ETF in something that could be labeled a security. Um, so I mean, we can argue what we can argue, and I can feel how I feel about a position, but I have a boatload of money invested into it, what I feel like a boatload of money invested into it, because I truly believe in it. So no way I'm leading on the XRP community if I'm invested into it. If the, if I truly have a lot of money into it. If I had 1,000 XRP and I was talking about how XRP is going to be worth a crazy amount and I have all this money over here in other positions, that would mean that I'm trolling the community. But XRP is truly the most that I have invested in any cryptocurrency, meaning that I believe in XRP, but I can believe what I'm going to believe. It doesn't mean you have to believe that. You know, you can believe whatever you want and, you know, go about making your decisions based on that belief. But I feel a certain way because I really do understand, or I feel as though I understand what XRP can be. Doesn't mean it will be that. It doesn't mean it will be that. But I have a feeling, right? An inkling, because I don't have an in, to say that it will be all of these things or at least some of these things. So I truly understand where you're coming from. You can disagree with me all you want. But I'm invested into this position because I believe in this position. All gone. Nice. Now I don't have any other water. But I did finish that water bottle, which is always good. um, and with all due respect, stop being a Ripple apologist. They've run out of excuses. The lawsuit is old news. Okay. Main lawsuit is over. XRP was determined non-security. So I'll say this: XRP's main use case depends on Ripple's success, right? XRP being labeled as not a security, but then Ripple being in the middle of a lawsuit saying that you can't sell to institutions and not fully giving a label keeps the door open for more lawsuits to happen. So even though you have XRP labeled as not a security over here, right? Again, they could still appeal that as well as appeal the ultimate decision and what they have to pay out because, you know, they have labeled the sale to institutions as, you know, violating securities laws. There's so much more to this that I guess you're not seeing. That's okay. And I'll leave it at that because I don't want to have to go back and forth with you. If you don't believe in it, then you don't believe in it. I'm not going to change your mind. This is not a situation where I'm trying to change your mind, but I am trying to answer the questions in a way that everybody else can understand. And most people do understand it. It's just you don't understand it. So it's okay. Not everybody's going to get everything, and it's perfectly fine. We are one. We are strong. We are XRP. That's good. Yes. So let's not call XRP decentralized if it relies on Ripple's success. Oh my goodness. So Ripple is the parent company, and right now they hold a lot of XRP. So yes, it depends on XRP's success, but in short term, right? It depends on Ripple's success, but short term. Once the payment options are implemented, it becomes the best option, and once everything is implemented, it becomes completely decentralized, right? I don't understand how, you know what? I don't even care. I'm not going to go back and forth. You can just say whatever you're going to say. I'm just not going to respond to you. But it's fine. If you don't understand, you don't understand. That just say that. Just say I don't understand, and we'll be like, okay, that's great. At least you admit it. Check out Nero. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to look at it. I haven't taken the time to. Oh, that's not what I wanted to type. Why did that come up as that? Am I saying that right? Nero? I'll have to look at it later on. Not now because I'm confused as to what I'm really looking at because you have Nero Ethereum, you have Nero um uh LOL, the first Nero and Ethereum, Solana. So I'll have to give it a look later. I'll have to look into it. But thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it. Did you do anything about wait, did you hear anything or did I hear anything about Russia using XRP? I haven't heard anything there, but let me know if you have. Crypto Galaxy said XRP is old trash and to sell it for Caspa. I mean, when people say sell something for something else, that means that they have an agenda to kind of push Caspa. I still have Caspa. I like Caspa. I'm not going to say that Caspa is a horrible play. I think there are many great plays that are out there, but most of my money is in XRP because I believe in XRP. But everybody can believe whatever they want to believe. Should I sell my XRP for Caspa? If you want to, I mean, that's up to you. I'm not going to try and influence anybody to buy XRP or to buy Caspa or to buy anything. Um, you can make your moves if you believe in those positions, and you obviously look up some of these videos. Like you'll get recommended some of these videos because you either like XRP or you want to know more information about XRP or whatever, or you want to know more information about Caspa or whatever. And it's okay to transition. There are people that transition all the time. I don't hold anything against them. I'm not looking for you guys to all be XRP investors. Just rumors. Okay. 500 free XRP. Good luck to us. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's no like competition as of right now. I think I'm just picking names. So as you are, or a name. So as you are active, in this chat, having conversations about XRP, and telling me about your XRP. Feel free to tell me about what you hold, and don't make it a sad story. Let's not try and do that where we have oh, I only have 100 XRP and I really want to do this with, like, just tell me how much XRP you have, and talk about if you like XRP. Obviously, I'm taking my notes right now, and I'm just gonna pick somebody. So, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say most likely any of the 8,000 plus cryptos will do well. I don't think you're wrong. There's a lot of cryptocurrencies that are going to do well in this altcoin season. I just want a 25K bag of Caspa. Might sell a few. Yeah, um I have about 10,000 Caspa. I think I wanted to buy more when it was down to like I want to say 9 or 10 cents, but again, sometimes I just don't have the free cash flow to do it. I hold 39,812 XRP. That's great. That is great. I think you are set in a good spot. I don't know if you want to get up to a level of 50 or whatever your goal is, or if you're good with what you have, because I always like round numbers. I always like to get to, if I had 39,000, I would want to get to 40. Like that's just how that goes. No sob story here. Just no sob story here. Just love to receive 500 XRP. I hold 101 XRP. You got to catch up, Matt. I might actually hold 101 XRP. I'm not lying. Because I have XRP elsewhere as well. So I don't hold XRP anymore, but really respect the people who hold it strong. Okay. Yeah, I know it's kind of tough, right? When people see that nothing is happening for a long period of time, they tend to give up. I've had so many comments and conversations about XRP not doing anything when it comes to great news. You know, you had XRP being labeled as not a security, pushed up to like 95 cents. And it was fantastic seeing that get up to these levels, but then decreased immediately after the thought of an appeal would come very, very soon. And literally like the day of, where it's like, we can get an appeal, right? Or we can have an appeal on this, and XRP will be labeled as a security, or have the opportunity to be labeled a security again. So yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Um, I have 580 XRP. I was trying to get to 1,000, still very low, uh, but it's something. That's that's very true. Getting to 1,000 is definitely a significant point. I feel as though 1,000 is that mark where, um, if you hit that level, you have so much opportunity to sell 100 at certain places, and uh, gain hundreds of dollars, or even, um, you know, thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. 52K XRP, been holding since 2017. Wow, at 17 cents. That's amazing. I wish, if I would have if I would have researched XRP a little bit more when we saw, I think the lowest point we saw more recently, right, for XRP. If we go into XRP and look at, I think the lowest point, let's say in the last year, I don't know how long I've been holding XRP, but the last year, the lowest point that we've seen was 39 cents. Um, if we saw, if I had the same, flow of money that I have now, I would have loved to have bought 1 million XRP at 17 cents. That would be amazing. But at those times, I didn't have that much money. I mean, I might have, but it was all meant for more retirement accounts. And now my retirement accounts are still those, or some of those accounts, but we have newer ones that we're looking on, especially with the kids 529 accounts, as well as my dividend portfolio that just reached 100,000, by the way, and I'm, happy with that. But yeah, never sell. I mean, you can't say never sell. We're gonna get taxed on unrealized gains soon. I have 200 XRP, trying to sell some things to try and get some more. When do you think the bull run starts? From what I'm hearing, like the October November timeframe is what I'm hearing. I thought it would happen a lot sooner because of all the different things that are happening, and the traditionalists coming on, as well as the more people that are invested into the crypto market. However, it looks like people are saying the same thing, and maybe they're manifesting this to happen. What I see happen a lot is more of the placebo effect, where people will go, "Oh, history has shown that it's going to happen 6 months after," so they will manifest that to where it will happen 6 months after. Or it will happen a certain amount of time after. And I've seen people do this in many occasions, even outside of investing. They manifest those things to happen, even though they could have happened a lot sooner. Um, so yeah, probably the October, November mark. We saw it start to the market start to move last October, and we saw Terra Luna Classic move in December. So there's always a chance we could see that major movement from Terra Luna Classic again this December. So we'll see. I bought Nero a month ago for 1,000 XRP. It was a huge risk, but now I can sell it for 40,000. However, I won't sell it until it goes up another 100x. That's First of all, that's an amazing gain. I would always find a way to take my initial investment, because you never know where things are going. So if I turned a thousand dollars, let's say, or 1,000 XRP into 40,000 XRP, one, I would probably keep the XRP. But if I would simplify it a little bit and say I turned $1,000 into $40,000, I would definitely take 10,000 of that, and take out my initial investment that was in there while still keeping a boatload left. That's a huge gain there. Is 6K XRP good? Yeah. I mean, this is the thing is everybody's like, will this make me a millionaire? And understand it has an opportunity to make you a millionaire. The opportunity is there. It's whether you take advantage of those opportunities and you make the best to become a millionaire. My goal is not necessarily to become an XRP millionaire. If I truly do with the use of XRP and my forever coins that's there, fantastic. But my goal is not necessarily to get to that point. I know with having 100,000, it makes it easier to get to that point, meaning that I only need to reach $10 to really get to $1 million balance. But my goal is not to be there. My goal overall is to be a major part of the XRP and Ripple communities, to be able to utilize my XRP in the long run, and also hold this XRP to essentially, well, hopefully, have the same level of an impact, if not more, than what you can see with what happened with Bitcoin, right? I want to be that person that goes, I held 10,000 XRP for 20 years and now it's worth multiple millions of dollars. It doesn't mean that my goal is to get to millions of dollars. It just means I want to be a major part of this community, that believes in this for a long period of time while still collecting some in the short term, right? So, short term, it's all about, what we can gain here, what you guys can gain here, how you can be profitable, and how XRP can be implemented heavily within society. But ultimate goal is to get to all those points to where we're utilizing it there, and I can utilize my XRP in a larger way, and take my forever coins that I have there and just have more of an impact. So I guess ultimate, you can say that, oh, well, if your goal is to have it add more of an impact and to get to a certain amount per coin, then yes, your goal is to get to millions of dollars. But that's not necessarily what I truly care about. With a lot of the other positions, I may care about getting a massive gain off of it and then funding my dividend portfolio. Yes. But with certain things, it's more about the utility, more about the long standings of it. So, Matt, thank you for your videos. Great from the Netherlands. I'll say that. I can't say uh, I don't know what to call it because for where I am, it's cities and states. I don't know if that's the same thing there in any way. I know with different, what's crazy, I'm horrible with that. Matt, can you tell me how copy trading is going for you? So, copy trading right now, from where it first started, is not at the best place that it could be, right? It's like, um, uh, it's down a significant amount from where we saw the liquidations. So all the liquidations, I am consistently investing into it because I have free flowing money that I have set aside just for that. Because I understand that when altcoin season truly does happen, that the blow up is going to be massive, right? And I want to be a part of that in a larger way. I would love to have 2x leverages because that would protect a lot of longer term investments. So if you make like $1,000 investment, you can then invest with $2,000 and have a little bit of a safer investment by knowing that if it drops 50%, that's when you lose everything. But with the 5x leverage, if you drop 20%, that's when you lose. So you can lose multiple times in a liquidation train. So the last liquidation train wasn't great at all. However, I did find lower prices to invest in at, and I currently have 2,000 in Ethereum at a 5x leverage. That's currently up $1,500. I have multiple positions that are also up. Let me go to here. Multiple positions that are also up 110%, 150%, 140%, 120%, 113%, and so on and so forth. However, I'll be honest with you, even with all of these unrealized gains, I'm still not at the point to where I could be at a break-even point. Like, that's how significant the drop truly was, and I didn't expect that. Nor did I expect all of the points to be hit on multiple times, multiple occasions, because the drop was definitely insane. And then the continuation of that drop was insane. And then the continuation of that was also insane, which did not expect at all. There's always a chance that we could see that again. But we definitely saw very low points with Ethereum at $2,000. So certain liquidation points are a lot lower than where they were before. But we're hopeful that we could see the altcoin season truly happen. We are still about a month out from even considering that could be when altcoin season does happen. Then again, we do have rate cuts that are coming in September, right? So that could also create more positivity in the markets to push things up a bit further. Once we see Ethereum get to a level of about I think, no, 4,000 or so, 4,000, 4,500, get up to those levels. That's where I will take profit out of this position here, which should get me about a 5x. But I'm probably only going to take about 4x out and leave the rest that's in there. And then let that run a little bit. And if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But then I'm going to do the same with other positions as well as they do increase there. I have 12 different positions. So I have a plan for it, but we'll see how it all plays out. Copy trading is going not the best way that I would have hoped, because my main portfolio is still at a major net positive, because I only find ways to invest in at the low points that we are. So whenever we have a crash, I'll make those larger investments. For the copy trading portfolio, I wasn't able to make those investments at the lowest level. It was definitely significantly higher than where this level was, or this initial investment was. So it was a little bit of a difficult transition into copy trading, but we will get back. You think we'll be millionaires by 2026? I'm tired of working. Yeah, that's not how that should be. I mean, maybe you're tired of working in what you're doing, but being able to make a certain amount of money here, as a, like if you make $1 million, $2 million, you could spend that very quickly. Trust me, I've spent. There have been times where I talk to Erica and I'm like, we've spent a crazy amount of money this year, and I'll tell her about it, and she'll be like, "No, there's no way we spent that much money." And then I'll show her the numbers, and I'm like, "Oh," and she's like, "Oh, okay, we spent that much money." So, um, luckily, some of that spending also comes with investing that money, so it's kind of a wash in a way. But still, like you look at how much we spent overall, and you're like, "Yeah." So it's not something that's going to last you absolutely forever, but you could make that last if you decide to put it in the right places. And then you have the freedom now to do whatever you want, right? To do something that, you know, will make you maybe less money than what you were making in your normal job, but it's something that you love to do, right? And that's kind of what having um financial freedom is all about. Because I want to continue to work and continue to do this stuff no matter how much money I make, right? um, and at some point, it's not about the money at all. It's just more about having the freedom. That's what it's all about. So if you continue to have that freedom, just make sure that when you have all that money and you're like, oh, I can buy this, I can buy this, I can buy this. What does that really do for you, right? When you buy this over here, what does that really do for you? It may make you happy for a moment, but it may not be good for your end all be all financial situation. Just be your own financial advisor at that point and go, probably shouldn't buy this. I could put this over here and that could turn to more money. And then if it does turn to more money, then I could buy it, right? um, or you set a budget on what you want to buy for the year, or if you want to work to do whatever, you have this over here that pays your bills. It's a standard flow of dividends or a standard flow of a payout per year. And then this that's sitting over here, you can say, all right, I'm working, and then everything I work for, I can buy the things that I want to buy, right? But all of this will go towards my bills and make sure I live comfortably, and I always have that as a not a backup plan, but as the main plan, right? So, but a damn Lambo would be nice. Would it though? In certain places, I mean, they might end up taking the Lambo, and you don't have a Lambo anymore. Or it's not practical, right? I have two kids. Lambo is not practical for me. I'll tell you that. Um, However, I believe a Cybertruck has uh, back seats, so Cybertruck can work for me, and it would be like 100,000. But I would also sell the car that I have, which I would get like a good grip for it, and then add that to the overall amount. Because the one thing that I don't want is a car payment again. I don't. I only have $100 in XRP. Just lost a lot in Margex. Shaking my head, learned the hard way about Margex, but getting the hang of it. Yeah, I mean it definitely has a learning curve. And I think when you're transitioning or when you're making that learning curve, you have to understand or go through the liquidation trains at least once in order to understand how that could affect everything, and also the fact that you should take profits when you have those profits there. Um, so yeah, I've been in situations like that. I've also found lows that I needed to invest in at. And I think when anybody's making that, I was getting into this. When anybody's making that transition into starting leverage trading, I think you need to start very, very low. Not only low leverage, but also low money. And if you have a platform that's going to be able to do that, you start with $1 and you'll see what percentage you can gain. Start with $2. You see what percentage you can gain. Try out doing $1 at a 50x leverage. See how that works for you. Try doing $1 at a 25x or 100x leverage and see how that works out for you. Because if you're trading with real money, but you're trading with a low amount to where it's not completely bankrupting you or creating an impact at all, you're just getting the hang of it and the feel of what that will look like. And how far it has to move up or down in order for you to get completely liquidated, or what your strategy will be. So you're testing everything out in order to gain the most. And then once you find your strategy, that's when you move into the real $10, $20 at a 5x leverage, now trading with $100 there. So, you can kind of transition into that. When do you realistically see three-digit XRP? I mean, if I had to take a guess, I would probably say my range would be 2020 2028 to 2030. The reason being is because I think we're going to have a bull run to uh, 2025 to 2026. And I think we're going to have a bear market, not as impactful as the previous bear market, but definitely impactful because it's still cryptocurrency. It's 24/7. It doesn't have a stoppage to it. We're still going to see it. That's impactful. And then once we get to maybe 2028, 2029, that's when we'll see that transition, or we'll see the low point to where many will invest. And whatever that low point will be, it could be XRP at a value of, um, I don't know, $10 of a low point, right? Um, and or 20 or 30 or 50, right? I don't know what the high point will be before within this bull market, depending on the things that are implemented here. But that's why I'm looking more long term, because I understand the ultimate goal. It's just how many bull markets do we get through in order to get to that ultimate goal, right? So I would say a range of 2028 to 2030. Love your channel, buddy. You do great. I can't wait to make a lot of money in crypto this bull run, so I can become a soccer mom, uh, like you, man, and spend more time with the family. You're doing great. Oh, thanks, Benjamin. I appreciate that. I am truly a soccer mom. I don't have a van. That's the one thing. I don't have even though the Kia is a Kia Carnival, it's looking more like an SUV than a minivan. I'll tell you that. It's looking pretty nice nowadays. I'm buying my New Balance sneakers. I got my New Balance dad shoes for mowing the grass and playing basketball and putting on a suit for no, for everything. I don't have those sneakers, not yet. I was in, what was it, Shoe Depot or something, and I saw those sneakers, and I was like, Erica, what do you think about these? And she was like, no, absolutely not. I was like, I can buy them with these Dockers right here, and then we can partner them up. Um, but yeah, I think I love the fact that I get to spend so much time with the kids. Today is Erica's day off, and so now I get to like live stream and be with you guys as well. And we've been here for about 2 hours, which is something I don't typically get to do. And Hayden is going back to daycare next week, so that means that I should have a lot more time to live stream as well as create videos, depending on the different things that I'm doing, because I'm trying to help my dad find work. So I want to help him do that. I might end up spending time doing that the first week to see if we can build up his resume, and because the things he's used to doing is definitely not the same, because he used to um, be able to be on his feet a lot longer and work with his hands a lot longer, but he's getting older, so it's difficult to do those same things that you used to do and think that you can consistently do that every single day. Like, your body needs to warm up, it needs to you got to get used to that stuff. I'm noticing that now at 33. Couldn't remember my age. So yeah, bro, that Kia Carnival SLX, seriously, badass. I want one. I told Erica about it. I was like, the Kia Carnival looks really, really good. And she was like, isn't that the minivan? And I was like, yeah. She was like, here you go. You're gonna get yourself a minivan. You're gonna I was like, yeah, I mean, it looks like an SUV except the door slides. Like, it got the, instead of like the, how a minivan will go like this, and then it'll just go straight down all the way until the front, and then it'll go under. Like, it's not like that. Like, it goes like that, goes down here, and then it goes over like an SUV, and it goes around. So it's shaped like an SUV, just with a pull-in door, and you get more features with that thing. Like, I'm over here trying to pitch a minivan with you guys. So like, I went from Cybertruck to minivan in about an hour. How do you feel about SHIB? I'm holding a ton of it. I like SHIB, but remember, SHIB is one of those plays that is um, a true meme coin, where Meme coins are all about getting to a certain price, and then once it gets to that price, now where do you go from here? You have no implementation, you have no utility, you have nothing to really go for it or show for it. So it's all about investors making as much money as possible. So you have to understand that portion of it a little bit more. What do you think about dogs? I was actually saying that I wanted to look into dogs a little bit more, um, because we saw the movement and it got up to it's at 81 by market cap. It's at a $730 million market cap with 1.1 billion dollars worth of volume. This is in a meme coin, as far as I know. 157% volume to market cap ratio, 93% of the supply that's out there, meaning you have no dilution. You look at the last 7 days, it is down by 11%. The last month, it's down by 11%. And, the last year, it's down by 11%. So I don't know what that growth has been before this. If I can like copy this here and go over to like Dex Screener or something and bring that up. Dex Screener. So if we go over to Dex Screener and I before it got implemented on or added to coin market cap, I mean it's already at a $728 million market cap. Is dogs created on ton? Oh, it is created on ton. Um, let's see. History. How do we bring up all the history? Well, that's not going to give me anything. The last 3 months? Do we have information for the last 3 months? We have the last month. No, how old is this thing? I don't know. It just seems like it it got launched at a $728 million market cap, which honestly is ridiculous. I don't know. I have less information about it because you have crypto.com exchange, you have OKX, you have 88 other pairings, but I don't know enough about it. Yeah, I don't know enough about this. I'll have to leave it at that. So I'll have to look into it a little bit more. With all the positive news, we will see it at $1 to $60 soon, but then most people will then cause a high demand for XRP, making the price go even higher. Would love to see that. Bro, if you get a Cybertruck, you're weird. Like seriously. IKEA Carnival is so much cooler. See, it's I like how the Cybertruck looks on the inside and the outside. I'm not gonna lie, I love the screen as well, and the fact that it's electric. Um, and it gives you a little bit more space, and it feels a little bit like I don't know, manlier than the model. What's that? Model Y and Model X or something. um, for some reason I can't think of the Tesla models. But either way, it seems a little bit more manlier than the other ones. So I'm just like, that's why I would want to get that. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. And I trust me, the Kia Carnival, when I saw it, I was like, when I first heard the review, when somebody was like, hey, this is the Kia Carnival, I was like, it's a minivan. I've seen the older models, but this looks more like an SUV just with a sliding door. And it has all of the features of a minivan, which honestly is top notch. Do you hold any VSG and how much? Yes, I hold 1 million. Is the Kia Carnival an 8 passenger? I'm looking for something that looks like anything but a minivan, but need an 8 seater. Um, from what I understand, yeah, I don't remember the inside. I don't remember the inside from the last time I looked at it, but I just remember it was cool. I just I only need I only have two kids, so I really don't need that the third row heavy or fourth row or anything there. I don't need all that, but I'll have to take a look at it. I would imagine it seats eight. We don't even have a lot of Teslas in South Africa. Probably about 10. Well, I mean, do you have a Tesla? I guess you don't really have Tesla chargers as well. You'd have to. They would have their single home Tesla chargers rather than the ones that are on the road, which is very, very risky, by the way. Because if you run out of battery, that's it's horrible. Um, Lunic will do well by the end of 2025. Would love to see that. What happened to Lunic? Lunic's still out there. 2 p.m. XRP is closer. Wait, closer door with or what? Closer door with the SEC. I don't know what you're saying. The Cybertruck will make you look more manly, and the Y will make you look more like a soccer mom. I already look like a soccer mom. Ugh. I'm gonna end this live stream over here. Did you see the article on Pedia that XRP was being facilitated by BlackRock and JP Morgan, 1.2 quad? I have not seen that. I think I've heard some talks about it. I have not seen anything about that. Let's see if we have XRP news. XRP news. 200 million XRP out into unknown as bulls defend XRP price. Finders, experts forecast potential surge in XRP price. I've seen a lot about a surge of price. XRP $16 all-time high in play as coin prints largest bull flag in history. Interesting. XRP could rally as Ripple whales buy 50 million coins in 24 hours. Ripple XRP deposits on exchange fall below 3 billion. 70-cent price break or something like that. So they're looking for a price break up to 70 cents. Sounds good to me. Altcoin season weeks away. New crypto set for better returns than XRP. So they're talking about a competition with XRP. XRP news today. Pro crypto lawyer sees lower odds for SEC appeal. That's great. In the Ripple case. That's great, but we still don't have 100% certainty. All right. Well, I'm gonna get off of TikTok here. So we only have 3 people that are here. I appreciate you guys for watching, though, but I want to save my battery because my battery is about to die. So hit that like button or double tap the screen. Thank you everybody that has done that. I appreciate you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch me, and hopefully I catch you over here on YouTube because I'll still be on YouTube for a little bit. All right. See ya. All right. Yeah, I gotta plug this in. This battery and my phone is hot. What the hell? Why is this? All right. Anyways, um, keep a little generator and some gas in the trunk. It weighs things down, man. Trying to use the boost, trying to boost it. Um, we will have more XRP certainty when we know if the SEC will or will not appeal the recent judgment. All right, so we have 173 people that are here. And we have 235 likes. If you by chance did not hit the like button, please hit the like button. I would love to get up to 250 likes. We're only 15 away, so please do that. Um, Also, if you guys want to sign up for um, Margex, feel free to do so with my link in the description, as well as my link in the chat. And also, if you use my link for crypto.com, it says a free $100 when you sign up and do all of the different features that they have, but it's a free $200 when you sign up and um, stake for the Ruby card at least. Um, Another news headline: Mega XRP whale emerge after 806 million token withdrawal. If it's a withdrawal, how do you have a new whale that's emerging? It's not, or a withdrawal as in like moved their money to a different place, I guess. Not like a sell. Like it's just they're withdrawing it to another wallet, meaning that that wallet is now holding 806 million tokens. As long as the SEC don't appeal in October, I say we are all millionaires by the end of the year. I mean, again, having the chance, and we can't say we're all millionaires because certain people have different levels of XRP. But if we get to a level of $10, $20, you're gonna have the people that have 100,000 definitely hit that range or hit that level of $1 million and become XRP millionaire. But it's not a given that everybody will be. I don't want to put that out there. And now that TikTok is gone, let's talk about crypto. Now that TikTok is gone, let's talk about crypto. What are you talking about? We're talking about cryptocurrency overall. We've just been mainly focusing on XRP. All right. Wonder if anything anybody invest into, anybody made any money from a random play that's out there? Have you made like maybe thousands of percent or hundreds of percent from something? News article posted by you today. If you want to read about it, I probably will. Just messing with you. It's good. I'm kind of tired, honestly. I was supposed to go work out, and now I have to. I was supposed to work out this morning, and I didn't go. So now I have to work out in the garage. But the garage is dirty, so I have to clean the garage and then work out in the garage. So it's a workout before a workout because the garage is not in the best shape. When you have your golf hitting range in there as well as your workout place, your garage gym gets kind of crowded in there if you don't keep it clean. Made good money buying tax sale properties and reselling. That's great. I've never done that. What's good money to you? What? How much do you make? Share with a group. Um, what's your golf handicap? It's 12.5 this year. Yesterday or not yesterday, the other day I had my best round ever, and I did document basically all of it besides one tee shot, I think. But I had my best round ever, not ever, best round in the last maybe 4 years, because the lowest round I've ever shot is an 80. I did shoot a 77, but it was on a par 66, so it kind of counted as like an 80, pretty much, or an 82, 83. But either way, Um, I shot an 81 just the other day, and honestly, I thought I was going out there just to just play a random round of golf. It was fun. Um, the first tee shot I hit, I was like, this is weird because right down the middle, felt like a fantastic contact, and I hit it really far, and I was like, um, give me a second, give me 1 second. All right. So, am I talking right now? Let me make sure that the microphone's working. My nose itches like crazy. What the hell? Anytime I talk, it like vibrates. It's like my voice has so much vibration that like my entire nose itches. Is that weird? Probably. Whatever. Average buy 500 to 1,000 for what? What are we talking about? I think regarding crypto in the U.S., Democrat proposal, a tax on unrealized gains should be a big concern. I don't even see how you do that. That's just like unconstitutional. It's just something that wouldn't work because yes, you could be taxed on unrealized if you have a massive gain, um, going over however many years, right? And you don't take any of those gains. Well, I guess if you have a massive gain going over that year and you didn't take any of that money, it shouldn't be taxed because then you could turn around and lose all that money the next year. Do you now start over as, let's say you have $500,000 that you made in 1 year off of one position, but you didn't sell anything. You now get taxed at a realized gains or unrealized gains of 500 or let's say $250,000. You don't have $250,000, so you're forced to sell it. So then you sell it, and now you put that $250,000 back in there or whatever, and or you put the rest of the $250,000 in there, and now you're kind of starting all over. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all, because if I make a bunch of money and I don't have the money to cover that bunch of money that I made, it's just something that won't pass. It's not. It won't fly with anybody, and it just won't work, because then that's taking away our ability to now become wealthy over stocks and crypto. And the reason why they're doing that is because they're not receiving money from cryptocurrency. They've received like 10% of the money that's outflowing to cryptocurrency, and because there's no true like inflow, right, to where the money now converts back to cash in a way. They don't know how much money you made from that, and it just makes no sense to them. So they want to find the best way. So they're going to tax realized gains, unrealized gains, everything. But it's not going to work. It's not. Very impressive. I only recently got into probably 7 months ago, probably 7 months ago, and I have a new appreciation for how hard it is. For what? I don't know where you're. Oh, golf. Yeah, golf is definitely very, very difficult. Like I said, I shot an 81 the other day, and it was my best round for the last 4 years. It's very difficult, but my first shot, like I said, I ended up hitting the ball. I was like, oh, that's a really good shot. Thought that it would be out. It's a 300-yard hole. There's times where I hit the ball 200 yards, times where I hit the ball 230 yards and rolls out a little bit. This tee shot went about 280 yards. I was about 20 yards away from the green. And I was like, okay, that's a great start. But I may have just hit the middle of the face, and that was amazing, and all of that. But then the next shot, there's a creek that's sitting at like 290 yards right in front of the green, because the green is 300 like 315 or 310 yards away. Um, so there's a creek sitting right in front of the green, and I was like, all right, let me hit my driver. I hit my driver. I was probably this far away from rolling into that creek, and I was like, what is going on? Like, how am I hitting it this far? So then I had a bunch of wedges into the green, and I think the reason why I shot the best round that I had is because that's generally a shorter course. It's like, I think 5,500 to 6,000 yards or something. So it's not really super long. Um, and that's probably the reason why I shot so low, because I have shot some of my best rounds there. Lowest round before that this year was an 83, and then I had an 81 just recently, and I would love to break 80, and I think that's the course I'm going to if I want to break 80. But yeah, it's phenomenal game. Um, so many people think that you're like, oh, it's just so boring, it sucks. You pick up the game once, you play a round of golf, and immediately you're hooked. You want to go and play golf every single day if you could. It's so fun. And if you get mad, you can just take the next tee and just absolutely try and smash the ball in the next week. And you're taking out all your anger. It's like going into a rage room. If you get mad at like one shot that you had, you're like, all right, on this next hole, I don't give a shit where this goes. I'm just going to smash the ball in the next week. That's how that goes. It's fun. It's fun. We're all having fun. Please pick me. I'm retiring in November, 10 years earlier than planned due to health reasons. Thank you. Well, I'm not just picking someone. Well, that's horrible that you have to retire because of health reasons, and hopefully it was a business that you love to work at, or even if it was, it just sucks either way. Obviously, if you loved what you were doing for so long and you're forced to retire because of health reasons, that does suck. But for financial reasons and being able to maintain a financial situation, it also sucks on that end as well. So I apologize that you're going through that. I feel sorry that you're going through that. I hope that things do get a little bit better. But yeah, I'm not going to just pick. I'm rewarding, the people that have been around here for pretty much the entirety of the live stream, which is going to come at the next couple of minutes. Oh wait, I was gonna send something. Give me a second. I had to send this. Give me 1 second. There you go. All right. What was I gonna do? So, I'm gonna send XRP to somebody. I'm gonna pick a name. It's literally have just been um, people that have been around here for the entire time, um, that just love to converse about cryptocurrency, that either likes XRP or needs XRP in a way, and wants to be um, a bigger part of this. Now, the problem is that we have to kind of get all the names that are here now, because of like how many people that were lost during this process of going through this live stream, because we were at 250 people, meaning that we lost about over 100 people here, uh, meaning that some of the people that I thought were um, good recipients of getting it, um, they may not be here, right? So yeah, I don't know how to do this. I really don't. Uh, just trying to go back and review some stuff. 100% when you have the time and the kids are a bit older. Uh, Come to South Africa and come play a few rounds here. We have beautiful courses. Yeah, I want to play everywhere. I have a an app called Golf Played, and I hope that it remains a thing for as long as I can kind of map this out. And I want to get a map somewhere, either down here or in like a a den somewhere or something, where I can put the places where I have golfed and just pin multiple pins in so many different places and then mark what those places are. I wish I had like an electronic pin that like tells me where that is, but again, this app has to be maintained, and if it's not maintained and a lot of people don't use it, then it's not going to be a thing anymore. And I don't want that to be the case, because I know there's a lot of people that don't know about that app. Um, but yeah, right now it was all about, like, I heard it on the radio where they were like, it's going to be a thing where it's like, what's your number? And my number is 36. Like, I've played 36 different golf courses um, in my time of playing golf. And I consistently play the ones that are around here, obviously. But if I look at different, I would love it for it to show like give you a number on what states you've played golf in, because I played golf in even Dominican Republic. I played golf in Florida one time. I played golf in Alabama twice. um, I've played golf in South Carolina. I've played golf in Virginia. Um, I've played golf in Delaware multiple times, and obviously Pennsylvania quite a bit. Whether it's all the way on the other side of Pennsylvania in Pittsburgh, um, or where I am, where it's on the right side of Pennsylvania. So yeah, I would love to have this forever, but I've yet to play anything in the middle of the country or the west side of the country. Um, I also want to play some in Europe. Somebody said play some in Europe. I want to play some everywhere. So yeah, eventually. Well, at first, I know I want to play in every single state if I can get it in every state. I don't know if I can play golf in every state, but I would love to. And one place I've never been is Mexico. Um, what's your thoughts on Jasmy coin? My thoughts on Jasmy coin is that I love it. It's one of my favorite positions. Um, yeah, so definitely at the top of my list. I'll tell you that. Um, anyways, Alabama is the bomb. I lived there for I lived there for years, 15 years. I live in PA now. Yeah, I liked playing golf in Alabama. I wasn't there for vacation. I was vacationing in Pensacola, which is, I ended up playing golf right there. I think we went to the Floribama Beach or whatever that is, the shore, and yeah, whatever it is. I think it was like we went to a beach in Alabama, which was like Orange Beach or something. But I was playing golf while I'm not really a big beach person. I go to the beach when we have the kids and everything. I go to the beach, but we were there just me and Erica and like her friends. So I was like, I'm playing golf. I'm not gonna sit on the beach for 5 hours or 12 hours. I'd rather go do something else, and then I'll come back for the last 2 hours that you're here. If you pick a name, you can donate it to the USO. USO, what? If you pick my name, you can donate it to the USO. What's USO? I used to live in GA. I've hardly seen more racist place on earth than Bama. I mean, they were okay to me. I mean, I'm always concerned with situation. You never know how people are gonna react to anybody anywhere. So, but I was fine. I played golf with an older guy that was there had a Alabama accent. It was just cool. We had a fun time. So my biggest question is, what is your bear case for Jasmy and bull case? We have people like businesses. Dad Dad swears it can only do a 10 to 20 cent max this bull run. Do you think something like that is true? So I don't think that can only do a max of 10 to 20 cents this bull run. Definitely more than that. When I talk about the start to this bull run, yes, 10 to 20 cents is where I'm kind of leaning on the start to the bull run. Once we get into more of an aggressive bull run, I do think that the crypto market is going to be worth eventually as much, if not more, than the stock market, right? Um, and some people may question me for saying that, but I do think it's going to be worth um, at or more than the stock market. Now, if you include, which I don't know, I think they'll try and exclude XRP at some point. But if you include XRP in the long term, it should be worth ridiculous amounts. If it's going to get to a level of multiple thousands of dollars, maybe even tens of thousands of dollars, that's where you're like, okay, the market cap would be through the roof for overall cryptocurrency, and XRP would lead the way by far, right? But for Jasmy Coin, I believe that it will have a massive impact, or will be impacted a lot when it comes to Ethereum. When it comes to Ethereum running, when it comes to the actual altcoin season that's happening this year. So yes, I'm looking at a value of $1 to $1.50. Now, when I say that, it does not mean that it will 100% pass $1 this bull run. What we could see is the fact that it resists from that level of $1, and that's where you having multiple levels to where you have selling points would be great for you, because you would have your initial investment, some profit, some profit, some profit, some profit, and then you get up to the ultimate high level to where it resists from, and now this is the start to the downturn where the bear market happens. So it could be $1 to $1.50 to where that reaction does happen. I feel like a $50 billion market cap is something that's definitely attainable for Jasmy Coin this bull market, this bull run, and seeing that at a level of $1, if not a $75 billion market cap, which would be $1.50, I think those are the levels that we look at as the higher points. But 10 cents to 20 cents will be selling points for people. I think I do have some levels in between there to where I take my initial investment, if not a little bit more than that, at some of those levels. And then as we transition forward, or as we move forward, I take more and more as we get to 50 cents and 60 and 70. I'm not looking to become a multi-millionaire from Jasmy. If it does happen, then great. But what I'm looking for is hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of gains, as well as being able to use the Jasmy that I have as forever coins that are sitting over there. I don't have any Jasmy over in my Ledger wallet, which I probably should. Maybe move like 100,000 over to my Ledger wallet, and then leave the rest that's in here. But right now, I truly believe that 10 to 20 cents will definitely happen, but definitely not the max. Anyways, let's go ahead and pick a name. Let's see what names are here. And let me know how much XRP you have. And don't think just because you have a little bit of XRP doesn't mean that I'm going to give it to you. Like, be honest. How much XRP do you truly have? If you have a boatload, I'm not going to give it to you. I know anybody would want more XRP, but just be honest. If I find out that you're not being honest, then you don't get it, and you get banned from the channel. Thank you for your answer. Thank you very much for your answer. No problem. You have 801 XRP. I have 1,390. I remember you saying that 1,391 XRP. 200 XRP, 30K XRP. You give it to someone who needs it. I appreciate that. I have 19.02 XRP, 41,000 XRP. I have none. Do you like XRP? Big box spins? Is it just something? Are you invested into something else? 12,000 XRP, 3,500, 5K XRP. I only have 80K. 80K Jasmy coin at an average of 2.45 cents. I haven't been able to buy any XRP yet. Money is tight, and thought things would blow soon. Yeah, I mean, it's so difficult. We're all looking for these things to blow up, but yeah, I understand. 2,774, 377, 213, 377. You said 1,500, says Landis. Um, let's go. 1,000. Need some for my son's savings. That's a good point. Always have a little bit extra. I have 50 for each kid, and now eight times 50. I have 400. Can you 400 XRP? But that's good to set some aside because you never know what it's going to be worth for a long period of time. I should probably do that. Um, Set some aside for them, but I don't know where to set it aside in what place. You know, I would like to set a lot of different cryptocurrency aside for them. That's a good point to do that. Maybe get another ledger or something or another wallet and just set it aside there and just put it somewhere. Never look at it again. But yeah, I watch all your XRP videos, and a full believer. Once I get some money, I will buy um, with full conviction. I love that. I love hearing that. All right, so I need to make a decision at this point. All right, so just picking somebody, not at random, just picking somebody that I believe uh, can can use it. Obviously, the people that have 40,000 or 12,000 or 20,000, I'm not going to give you 500 XRP. Um, uh, Club CRO, love your videos. Thank you for saying that. I 100% agree. I want to hold for the long term and maybe just getting my initial investment out, but still watching the news every day. Love that. Kraken app, maybe. Uh, Stargazer, you said Atlantis. I should give it to Atlantis. Is that what you're saying? Or oh no. Do you have? I do have a little over 300K Jasmy as well. That's great that you have Jasmy. That's fantastic. Um, so the winner that I'm going to choose of this is uh Big Box Band's Man. Is that is that how you say it? I think I'm gonna pick this person. If you have a XRP address, do you have a Coinbase account or XRP address? I'm gonna pick you to receive some XRP. I'm gonna give you 500 XRP, and yeah, I don't have enough XRP. Oh, okay. You were just like saying thumbs up to having Jasmy coin. You're saying you don't have enough XRP. Um, yeah. So just you have Coinbase. Okay. So make sure you send me the XRP address, as well as um the memo or whatever it is, the tag. You can put it here if you want, and I will send it over. Let me get situated to send this. Send crypto. How do I contact you? I mean, you could put it here if you want, and then I'll just delete it after. It's only your address to send it to. So anybody else would have that. They would just give you more crypto. That's all they have. So um, I could send it to you. Let's see. Let's switch that to 500 XRP. Doesn't matter what the price is. Um, you can drop it here. Yeah, just drop it here. Send to. Hopefully it lets you drop it here. Okay, for some reason it's not popping it up. It's not letting it come through. Because I see it on the screen. It came on the screen, but it's not showing up in the chat. shoot. You can also, do you have a Twitter? Do you have a Twitter at all? Because it looks like it's not allowing me to send it or allowing you to put it over here. Um, I can send you on Instagram. Okay, I would have to go into my phone to do that. I don't have Instagram on my computer. I wish there was an instant way to do this without Instagram or without any of these because I have so many messages and it would come up in requests, right? Because it would be a new person. I'm halfway to 10,000. Hopefully that will be enough. I think it will be enough. 10,000 definitely. Also, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter because I'm probably gonna do another one, and I'm going to space it out there. Can he request from the wallet? I'm not sure. Um, let's see, XRP, and let me not buy or sell. I need to transfer. Send to what address? What's your name on Instagram? Like a lot of freaking messages on Instagram. Sorry, I'm gonna just try and go through this because I need to get out of here. So I sent a request. You sent a request for a message. What's your name on Instagram? San. Okay. Go bands. I don't see it. Hidden requests? No. Uh, you need to talk about wealth management. I would love to talk about wealth management at some point. Yeah, I'm not getting anything that's coming up. Let me see if I'll look you up. What is it? Sam Vance. That's not right. I'll post a comment on your post. On my last post? Whatever my last post was. Okay. I don't see anything yet. It's a long process. I gotta go. Um, trying to make sure you get this. Let me say this loud and clear. You do not. I don't know why it's not. Yeah. Oh, those are videos. Well, they're all of them are videos. I just liked your post. All right, we'll see. Yeah, I'm not getting it. I don't know. I'm not getting it. Is there any way that we could um figure this out another way? Um put a comment in the bottom of this video or put a comment on one of my videos. It doesn't really matter what it is. Um and I will see it come through in the next couple of seconds. Just put it through as the and I'll delete the comment afterwards, but just put the comment. I think it'll come up as a comment. I'm pretty sure it will. This is a ridiculous process. Um, what's your Twitter? It's at Perry8K. It's in the description. You want to email me? I don't give out my email. I have my other email, my business email on the bottom of my description. Yeah, the email doesn't come through. It comes through on the screen, but it doesn't come through in YouTube because it doesn't post it in the chat. It won't post it in the chat. They don't want to post anything related to addresses in the chat. Put this is my address. Put this is my address and then put the address. I think if you put other words, it'll work. Let's test some things out. Because then I can copy what you have afterwards. Put it all in one comment. This is my address. Here it is. I see Netflix is releasing a movie about XRP coming this November. Your thoughts? I thought it wasn't going through Netflix. Or is that a change now? Because I thought it was going through Amazon Prime and Apple TV. It's still, yeah, it's not gonna work. You need to message me on Twitter at Perry8K. That's the only way. There's no, yeah, that's the only way. I don't know why YouTube does that. It's not like people are gonna steal your like the addresses. Yeah, just message me on Twitter. I got like a couple more minutes, so let's just let's get this going. Gotta get off this damn thing. I could be wrong. Yeah, I mean, I thought it wasn't happening on Netflix, but it could. It could happen on Netflix. Um, One day they'll make a documentary on Club CRO for buying all of the Chronos. I don't know about for you, but they'll do it. They'll do it for CRO. I don't think CRO has anything like controversial with it. There's a lot of people that believe. Uh, okay. There's a lot of people that believe um, CRO. Just make sure you put the address and the tag, address and the tag. If it's Coinbase, then you have to have a tag. I don't want to send over and then you don't get it. Um, but yeah, I mean, CRO doesn't really have anything that's like things are, that it's fighting. XRP, you know, with what it had to deal with, and Ripple, what it has to deal with, is definitely massive. Can you send it straight to a cold wallet? Um, I can send it directly to. I need a an address to send it to. Huh. We getting this message over here? Wait, what? What are you saying here? I'm gonna message you right now. Okay. Name. I don't know if you have other messages that are just not coming through, but I don't see some of these messages here. I thought I saw something else, but I don't see any freaking messages. I'm really getting impatient at this point. I just, I don't see any messages that have come through. It's sending now. Hey Matt, they are saying crypto will peak February 2025. Who's they? Who's they are sending that? Or who they are saying that? Still not coming through. What's your what's your Twitter handle? What's your Twitter handle? 504 Kami. I messaged you. I don't see anything. Can you at me, or you said 504 Kami? I'm gonna look it up. Whoops. Going through a lot here. At 504. Okay. It's come through. All right, send me your um address as well as your tag. Right, you giving away XRP? Yeah, I just gave. Well, I'm giving away XRP to this person. This is taking a long time. What's your tag? I'll just copy it. I'm not gonna type it in. But type it in, it may be wrong. All right, sending it now. There's no going back now. More choices. That was my phone. No going back now. It's all being sent. Where is my Coinbase? Look at that. That's not it. Ah, you know what? Give me a second. Where the heck is it? There it is. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, I'll let you know when it's sent, and you just let me know when you get it. All right, it is sent, so it should be there in a very quick period of time. So let me know when it's there. All I have to do is type that you receive it, and I got to get out of here because I got to leave. Because it just sent. Should be there in seconds, so it should be there pretty much right now. Thanks, Matt. All right. Um, Received it? Perfect. All right, I got to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you look out on Twitter because I am going to do